We're getting close.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah, it's live right now. Sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're having fun. Guess what we get to do? Have some fun over here. I guess it's to the camera. Sorry, I had to put the brace back on my knee. I had these shots. So you know what? I'm supposed to have surgery, but guess what? I got to fight through the pain. So sorry we're about 3 minutes late. But guess what we get to do? Get out a tablet and pen, get ready to go. I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit, by the way. I built 60 billion of credit so far in my life for my clients and myself. What do you want to do? Let's play. Let's see if you can follow through today. Now, 80% of you, sorry to say, you have bad credit. You have this bad credit. I call it sucks. What do? How will we do this? Let's write down rapid refresh. Can you write it down? Rapid refresh, rapid score. Write it down. I want to show you something I set up 49 years ago for the credit system, by the way. You see, I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough at TRW, helped the system as well. Oh, this card, and what? 29% rule and tool. Here's a client. You'll notice right here, it's very simple. We started with a 560 score, kind of sucks. What do we do there? Now, he has no credit. It's all collection crap. What do? I lined him up at Navy to get a loan and a credit card because I'm an affiliate, 119 creditors. I got him a $20,000 credit card. Is that good? Is that a good first credit card? 20,000, not too bad, huh? See, what happens is if I get you credit, I want you to use it for a purpose. I don't want you to jack it up like he did before. He learned his lesson. Hopefully he did. Maybe you'll learn your lesson too. See, credit repair is a fraud. If you want to rip off your creditors, hire one of those guys. We got 4 of them online right now going blah, 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 blah. What do we do this? Let's see. The reality is you have to look at the graphs. This is the graphs on the Credit Karma, Analytical, and Experian.com. So the graph will show you up and down show. Now, what is it going down, up and down? Let's understand what happens with you. I created the rules and tools. What does this mean? You take out your personal cards right now, and what do? You put a sticky behind them. Because we have to dummy proof this. We all do things, and I feel like when I do something new, I feel like a dummy. So what do? Okay, here's a $50,000 card here, and here's a 10. Is that all right? The 10. Let's understand what's that one. Let's put a sticky behind your credit cards. I hopefully you have your cards in front of you and a sticky pad and a tab and pen ready to go, like I said this morning at 3:15 in the morning. So what do? It's a $10,000 credit card, 10,000. That means I can only use it for $2,900 or below. $2,900. See, I wrote the rules and tools for TRW and became a Spirit in 96. So that means that 29% it is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So if we keep the discipline down, what do? We don't jack up the wrong card. 90% of you have bad credit. Guess what? You got bad credit because you jacked up the wrong damn card. You jacked up the wrong one. You jacked it up. That's what you did. Now, let's take some personal cards like this. This is basically the gold and platinum cards. Now, I see all these, what I call circus clowns and ding-dongs out there going blah, blah, blah. I don't give a damn about the points, to be honest with you, in the beginning. What I care is that they don't fluctuate. No one's teaching the real rules and tools that I set up basically years ago in 70s and 80s and part of the 90s. American Express Gold and Platinum do not fluctuate. So that means very simple. These are my wife's cards. If any ding-dong wants to say, do you really have the cards? Hell, why not? So understand what this means. So we have this here, American Express Gold and Platinum, the paid overtime limit. Understand, these do have a paid overtime limit up to $100,000. All right, they're unlimited up to $2 million. If you have a bad day, bad week, or bad year, and you jack up something, screw it up, you get stuck. If you would have jacked up these, your credit score would never dropped. Never dropped. See, that's that graph you got to understand every day. You go up and down, up and down. So the example is very simple. We got this one only 200 points. Is that good? Okay, I got this one here basically at 479 to 155 points. This is basically 122 points. So if you want to do rebuilding, credit rebuilding, the first step on that is called rapid refresh. If you don't do a rapid refresh, you're going to be sitting there going, oh, that's about it. A rapid refresh gives you the ability to get past go and get unstuck. Now, sorry, you probably You got stuck in that job you probably hate, most of you. You got married, got a wife, husband or kid, cat and fish, whatever. See, that routine you do every day is up and down, up and down, and up and down. The routine has to change. So let me help you repackage you. Let's write down rapid rescore. Let's write down now. A rapid rescore you put in place as a rapid rescore, rapid refresh. What it does is like our paralegals here, they'll actually rebuild you for free. They'll also analyze you as well, but it's up to you. So if we play the game to win. Now let's understand, all right, I want you to write down the word daisy chain of credit, okay? Daisy chain of credit. What happens is very simple. Every card can get you 99 more cards, but be careful, please. American Express wants to offer you a 99, where cars, I want you to get 9, not 99. Would that be okay? So let's play the game to win a little bit more. So if these don't fluctuate, you jacked up the wrong card, what do? We need to basically do a rapid rescore. We have to do an analyzation. And that's what we do the best is for you if you want to. Now, I can build you $1 million of credit. The bottom line is very simple, how we play this game to win. We're going to go to the board many times today. What I'm going to want you to do is basically get that tab and pen out, understand how to play. First of all, we're going to write on this side here SS5. The SS5 is very simple. It's a form that you or mommy filled out. You or mommy filled it out. I don't know who did it. It's all based on when the Roosevelt had the Gold Act and Nixon took the Gold Act out, okay? So what do we have to do? It's very simple. So based on the SS5, the IRS has his form in their file, and you all have one on file. This is how they bond us up to $35 million apiece, by the way. And then the next thing you realize is the SS5 equals, okay, an SSN, okay, equals. Now, what you're trying to do is connect the dots. That's the most important thing to understand. It equals your basically 1040 tax return. So the 1040 tax return. So as we do this, very simple. We have a tax return we all have to file, federal taxes in all 50 states. Now, what is your paycheck? Do you need, right now, not what you want, what you need, 40 or 6420, or do you need $10,000? Okay, what is the need for the family? That's the first thing you gotta look at. Now, based back in history, what happens very simple with me as we played the game, I created what's called winning the game of business. I released that in 1976, by the way. All right, I already had $1 million in the bank, having fun driving a Lamborghini. All right, get to know me a little bit more, I'll get to know you. Now, understand something. I'm online 6 days a week, live twice a day, Monday through Friday, 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:15, and in the afternoon. From there, I have classes all day tomorrow too. So if you listen and learn, I can change your life if you want me to, but it's up to you if we play this game to win. Now, understand something. You have to realize what's called tax balancing. All right, who's in charge? The IRS. You think you're in charge, you're not. The IRS is where the bullies work, very simple, and that's because you pay tax on that paycheck you just got. Your paycheck is taxed before you get the leftover. And then everything you touch is tax, and probate again, and it kind of sucks. So that's why everybody says, well, if you did tax balance, you need to understand something. This is where I'm going to go against basically what I hear this. I call him the biggest clown out there. His name is Grant. Okay. All right. Because I created my first billion at 21, double billion at 26. So we can play that game too. What do we have to do? First of all, he says don't buy a house, which makes no sense. What happens is your house payment, all right, it's all 24 interest or 24 years, it's interest only. So you got to realize the house payment gets your money back on your tax return on your paycheck. Plus, you shouldn't be paying that much tax anyway. You should learn to play the game to win if you want to. As we do tax balance, we have to look at you a little bit more. Let's pretend we're going to look at you today and understand a couple of things. Number one, let's say here's a husband, all right? And let's go over here and let's say this is the wife. Fantastic. You got married and you became one under God's eyes, so you're number one, okay? I'm going to always say how I feel. It's God, it's family, money. When I say family, husband and wife became one. That's the ultimate goal. We became one. So again, when you buy the house, the problem you have today is you decide to buy it jointly. When you buy a house jointly, we have a problem. The problem is very simple. Because if you lose the house, they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So it should be a married person's own separate property. It should be escrow closed, homestead trust. So again, if the homestead is not filed, figure it out. Get the homestead filed right away. And then transfer it irrevocable trust. Irrevocable is the only trust you want to pick, like John D. Rockefeller did in 1934. So if we play this game, we get to win. Both husband and wife will be on the trust. That's okay. Now, the other problem you have is today is the word and. I need you to write down the word and because you're setting yourself up for probate. Your family before you, but you're on probate anyway, and that's how it worked. See, you didn't do the structure and the rules and tools. Every time that a husband and wife see the word and, husband and wife, they need to cross it off. All right, they need to basically do with the word or, and then initial it, okay, and sign it. Or, if one of us pass away and it's joint, we have a problem because we can't sign the name because we're gone. So the word or allows either one to be in control. It's like anything you do in the irrevocable trust. So the goal would be to repackage your life, and that's the ultimate goal from there. So as we plan this here, let's understand here. Now, let's say today you have an LLC. Okay, my first question is, which kind do you have? Because there's 9 types. Let's say you have an LLP, partnership. Let's say you have a C Corp, an S Corp, or a nonprofit, a PC, okay? PC. These are the 6 categories that your Supreme Court deemed as a legal person, as a legal what? Person. So what we have to do is understand something very simple. Okay, if they're sued, they sue you. If you don't believe it, just look on Secretary of State's website. The Secretary of State's website today, your entity, whatever you got, your name's on it, you're on the office, and you're on the bank account. You're the only voice that these entities would have would be you. So guess what? We have to look at what banks do. Well, Bank of America and all these banks last year bankrupt 22,000 locations. So they have branch numbers, okay? Branch numbers, and that's what they have. I'm hoping you write what I write because this is a sample of a blueprint to rebuild your life. And if you like, I'll do a custom one with you for you as well if you want to. But it's up to you. As we play this game, what is our goal? Well, number one, banks have branch numbers. So they bankrupt the locations last year. 22,000, they bankrupt them. Okay? Bankruptcy is federal protection, automatic stay. So you have to understand how to play the game to win. I kind of modeled the basically winning the game of business out of banks and grocery stores and cities. So here we have to realize a couple of things. See, the banks and the cities and grocery stores are doing tax balancing as well. Again, here's the IRS, here's the banks right here. See, the reason the SS4 form was designed, if you go back to history, is their employer, entity, or division. Employer is an entity is a division, or individual person. We'll show you the form as well. So if you listen and learn, you can actually repackage your life if you want to. Now, as we do this structure here, what I like to think about is write down 1984. In 1984, I created a division process. So I had my corporations owning a bunch of Shakey's pizzas, 30 flavors, Subways, shopping centers, and condos. And what did I do? Very simple. I was known as the king of satellite television, the big antennas, manufacturing, distributing, making hundreds of millions of dollars. And that's what we did. In 1984, I got a letter in the mail. The letter said we have to think about paying franchise tax fee. In California, we have a franchise tax fee of $800 to $1,000 per year. When you watch these silly people say you need 5 LLCs, it's not true. It makes no sense. So guess what we get to do? We get to play the game to win. So let's understand today. I'd like you to share the live, and I'd like to give you a bunch of free goodies if you want to. All right? Because it's going to be up to you if you play the game to win. So what happens is very simple. Okay? Here's a book for the kids. Okay? Download the book for free. It's called Starting Out Right. I wrote it in dedication to my professor, friend, and attorney years ago, Harold Stokes. This gives you the rules and tools you're missing anyway. So when you download it for your kids in high school and college, download it for yourself too. Because what it's going to do is help save your life a little bit on credit. Let's understand today is very simple if we play this game to win. The ultimate game is to play the game to win. So if you download the book today, it's free. If you don't, later on, it's $25. But again, next thing is, let's do this. Let's remember, when I helped set up the credit system, I'm the guy that wrote the oldest card and the 29% rule. Now, Ken Yarbrough and I wrote a book years ago called File Segregation. He was their security chief. I didn't like the book, okay? So what happens is very simple. The back of all the books back then would show me, and this is the highest kick on the planet. It's 13 feet, all right? Just 2 steps up there, up in there. White men do jumps, as silly people say we dumb. One of the cars in the Lamborghini collection, Ferraris, there's 21 cars. In Lamborghinis, we have mansions and yachts. Why not? So again, I'd like you to learn from me some things today. When I came out with winning the credit game, it's very simple. Credit repair is a fraud. Look up the Fair Credit Reporting Act. If you want to do fraud, there's 5 of you that do credit repair. When they indict you, like they did Daniel on the credit repair cloud, you go to prison. That's how it works. Credit repair is you're not supposed to rip off your creditor. The only company that ever worked was Consumer Credit Counseling on the credit bureaus years ago, nonprofit, one of my companies. If you want today, it's very simple. This is winning the credit game. So download this is free too if you tap the screen. If you don't tap the screen, it'll open the gateway. So if you tap the screen, it opens the way to, hey, I can download. If you come back and says, I can't download it because you didn't tap the screen. You didn't help me to help you. This is free. Free. You got that? So if you can learn all the things you want to, you get to play the game. In the book, I'd like you to look at the pages and things that happen. Most of these credit repair companies are using my system anyway. All right, but it's not supposed to rip off the creditor. This should show you part of the 21 card collection called Lamborghinis and Ferraris. So I'm one of those guys that's not full of you know what. I also turned it into a chess game, became a chess master at 13. So you might want to listen a little bit today and pay attention because you've been trying your whole life to get there. You're 75 to 20 years old and you're trying to get there and you're disappointed. Maybe you're stuck having the routine again and again. Maybe your friends and family ripped you off. Who knows? But the bottom line today, you can actually change your life if you want to. But if you don't want to, it's very simple. Go away. It's simple. Listen to me, do what I ask you to do, or go away. It's simple. I like that. See, tomorrow I'm going to be online at 3:15 in the morning for the ones who want to listen and have fun. Then at 7 o'clock for all day, I got 6 classes. All of them are free but one. If you want to learn to play, you play my way. Because I think, bottom line, sorry to say, I think your way sucks. That's just my opinion. I've watched everybody try to do credit repair. It's a fraud. So if you look on the screen right now, they're going to show you this on the PowerPoint. It's very simple. It's called Rules and Tools. So the rules and tools we have to look at is very simple. Utilization, okay? Low score. The reason your score sucks is usually you jacked up the wrong damn card, the wrong card. The reason you want more corporation than credit is to finance the dream. Unfortunately, most people use their personal credit to finance the business, which is wrong. I call this one of the dumbest things people do all the time. So if we play this game, the goal is to win. Please take a picture of this. This is your future. This is called auto income, okay? I created auto income in 1987. Now let's understand, I'm the most verified person on the planet, believe it or not. I'm the largest registered agent in the world. I've sold 10 times corporations to anybody on this planet. I've also incorporated 3 presidents in the United States of America, and Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers, and Angels. But if you listen, you can actually change your life if you want to. So I created what's called auto income, basically in 1987, helping my clients get into something. Let's have a division for Bitcoin, okay? Let's play my way for a while because I don't like your way. Sorry to say, but I believe it to be true. So if we have a division under a corporation, division, write down division process. The next thing is I created this in 1984 again. Why? Because I didn't want to pay franchise tax fee of $1.2 million for all my pieces. So I want to make sure you understand, if you have all these LLCs and all this silly stuff you hear from the circus clowns, you don't need it. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and we want 9 over here. Okay, so understand. If we have a management company, now I don't get this. Some of you, I had an LLC, good for you. Did you know that no rich and famous person or company or city or bank or grocery store let their parent company do business because they call that dumb? Dumb, simple. See, they own businesses, entities. Banks have corps owning corps. So if you did the same thing, this would be an M in the box. This is called the line of defense. If you say you have houses and you have a house in here, maybe 3 of them, when they sue it, they sue you. You're the voice. If someone says it's not true, it's crap. I can show you over 12,000 cases that every LLC got sued and screwed up just recently in the last 4 years. So let's tell the truth. So if we do this correctly, I'm going to have a division for basically, probably real estate here, another piece of property, maybe another property here. How about Bitcoin? How about the Jack in the Box I bought when I was 19? How about we have, crypto? How about we do stock trading? Okay. How about we have my 31 flavor ice cream I had under my Subways? Okay. See, every division can have a different process. All right. So when you named your LLC after you, that's called dumb. When you name it what it does, that's called double dumb dumb. And if it actually does business, that's triple dumb dumb. See, there's your problem. You don't want your parent company to do business because it should never do business. That's why the circus clowns want, let's get 5 LLCs. It's a bunch of hooey. If you had 5 LLCs in California, you pay franchise tax fee up to 5,000 years to say you have a corporation. So guess what we get to do? We get to play my way. We're going to build a line of defense. Now let's write something down. Very simple. I'd like you to write down division of me. Can you do that? Division of me. So a division of me over here is very simple as we play this game. I want you to have 3 divisions of me. 3 divisions of me, okay? I want you to create a line of defense for yourself for that old blankety blank day. It happens to all of us. Guess what happens? Here, we're going to put those divisions of me over here and here. We're going to put them under the corporation because it's a legal person. I'll show you that under chapter 18 as well. So we're going to play. Now, this is going to be basically for contracts. Write down contracts. It's a C. This is supply for cash, okay? For cash. This is cash credit cards. You see, in 1987, Ray Reynolds, the godfather credit, Dr. Reynolds, hey, you were Pastor Reynolds, created a division process and set up the first dashboard that allows tax ID. Got it that way? So when I help TRW become a Asperian and train Yarborough, it's pretty simple. So again, what do we do? The first dashboard allows tax ID for what? Division process. So every one of these divisions have their own credit files. They have the Asperian, they have the TransUnion and Equifax right here. So you can multiply credit through the division process if you choose to. The other thing is you're going to have a nonprofit. Let's write down nonprofit. Okay, you're going to take a nonprofit corporation. You're going to create a division, at least 3, under the nonprofit corporation. If you're not getting a paycheck today, that's your own fault. If you're getting knocked down, get back up again and again and again. But what do? It's very simple as we play this game. A nonprofit organization is very simple. What do? We get a 501c3 exemption. I'd like you to tag in to get grant money of $112,000 a month. So there's a question over here. Okay, is build problems on sale? All right, is build programs on sale? All right, this is Mr. Mann. Well, Mr. Mann, you're a client of mine. Yes, there's a lot of things for Valentine's that's on sale today. Call your specialist, all you have to do. How much is the rebuild program if it's on sale to Valentine's Day? I have no idea. Okay, I don't go into the money and the prices. I'm just the guy that's the founder, the organization that basically controls billions to this day. If you want, just call your specialist, 800-254-9506, and learn to play. I don't get into the sales process, okay? So if you want pricing, call them right away. Division process, I understand. Well, we put on the screen up there, basically here showing the auto income process. I want you to take a picture of it. I want you to focus on it. What I like to do, if you DM me, that means DM me in the system, I'd like to send you a mouse pad for free. I'll even pay for the mouse pad and the postage for you. Because if you're serious about changing your life, just listen and learn. Let me send it to you. Take your picture on the screen of that. Simple. This is auto income. Auto income creates up to $10,000 to $100,000 a month to the LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, whatever you got, into the corporation through the division process. Multiple functions. Write down multiple functions. If we do it correctly, what's going to happen today? For instance, if we take my wife's cards here, what are we going to do? We're going to take these cards, very simple, and I use my wife's cards as an example because there's always some turd complaining when you're doing free crap. This is great crap, by the way. So don't complain I'm late 5 minutes or 3 minutes or that. Pay attention because I'm $5,000 an hour. I'm going to give it to you for free. Got it so far? But if you listen and learn, you can play my way, and I'm online 6 days a week. Here, these cards are paid overtime limit to $100,000. Each one of them. If I get one of these here, okay, I can actually get one for every division. If I get one of these here, the same thing happens for the divisions. This here today, if you did it my way, would create literally $2 million of credit. $2 million of credit. What does that mean? American Express wants you to get 99 cards. Every one of these cards is $100,000 paid overtime limit. I only want 9. 9. Can we count to 9? Very simple. If we have 9 American Express Gold or Platinums on divisions, that is $2 million of credit if you have both. All right. But again, what would you do with $1 million today? Okay. What would you do with $1 million of credit today? I'm sorry, you'd run your business and piss away what you've been your whole life. Every one of you have been screwing up. Sorry, in my opinion. You're doing it wrong. I'm sorry, you're doing it wrong. I want to do it my way. I make millionaires and billionaires. You understand this? I got 39 million clients. You want to play? We're going to play my way. I think your way sucks. So that's just the truth. 9 divisions right here. Okay. $100,000 of credit per division plus parent company equals $1 million of credit per gold or platinum. 9 locations creates one thing, 9 more divisions. This means 18. And this gives you up to $100,000 a month income to the corporation. The reason they designed the SS4 is employer, entity, individual person. Got it so far? So here we're going to control this under SS4 because you only get one SSN. That makes you a damn duck and a sheep. Now, the next thing is that house will offset your taxes. Now, let's understand the next problem you have. The car you drive today is registered to you. Sorry, your car is registered to you. Or if you're like Johnny D the other day arguing the point, blah, blah, blah. Well, my car's in a trust. Fantastic. Okay. So when you drive this down the street, Johnny, with that car, you're driving again and you get a bumpity bump, they sue the registered owners as the trust. You just did the dumbest thing in the world. You made your trust basically liable for your crap. See, we're not here to be dumb. We're here to learn to play the game and structure it the right way. The irrevocable trust, yes. That yellow book out there that has 4 mistakes I've read in the first 5 minutes, it's crap. Irrevocable trust, but there's 1,000 steps, rules, and tools. Your car today, okay. You got a car, fantastic, you got a car. Well, here's your problem. There's a registered owner and it's you. Why would you be the registered owner? I don't understand. Why would you be the registered owner? You see, here's the keys of $1 million Lamborghini. I have 21 cars in a car collection at the time before I died in a coma. So let's not understand something. Let's play the way I want you to play. We're going to play to win the game of business. Got it so far? I don't care about the damn write-off. What I care about is the liability. Got it? So again, what do we do? The car registered owner is the division. I want you to write down right now, okay? I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not the corporate, my family. Write it down. Come on. You've been sacrificing you since day one. Don't you want to stop it? The registered owner of a car belongs to be a division of a corporation. Division. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not the corporation or my family. Got it so far? Or the LLC. Banks do this. You can do this. Why the hell don't you do it here? Your lack of knowledge is why you do dumb. Sorry to say. You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. That's just the way it works. If you want to play my way, we're going to play to win. Again, I'm going to say that again and again, have some fun. Guess what? We play the game every time to win the game of business. Now, what do? Here's me in front of a building that cost $64 million. But I didn't buy it. The divisions do. Divisions do. In case there's a tenant that's you're going to slip and fall and be a pain in the you know what. It's like the Lamborghini. Simple. What do? It's not mine. It belongs to a division because I'm not dumb enough to put a registered owner of me. I'm sorry today you have your car registered to you. Turn off the radio as you drive down the street today. It'll say, quack, 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 I'm a duck, I'm a sheep. That's what it'll say. Transfer to a division. Now, by the way, your registered owner of your car, registered owner, it's your home address. There's dumb number 1, registration. How about the insurance? Dumb number 2. How about the driver's license? Dumb number 3, P.O. Box. P.O. Box. I just want to play and teach you the truth, the rules and tools. There's me, 1981. That's only 13 feet. And up, there's 2 steps, 13 feet, kicking the light up. Hell, why not? It's just simple. I hold the record for the fastest, highest kick in 81. You know, I like goodies. You like goodies? Every Lamborghini and Ferrari in the 21 car collection at the time, helicopter, yacht, belonged to a division. I separate liability. I'm not a duck and a sheep. And I like mansions. You like mansions yet? The largest you duck Huntington Harbor, park my yacht in the backyard. Where you park yours? See, I'm from Show Me State. When I wrote Winning the Credit Game, very simple, right in front of you, I released it in 1976. In 1976, I'm driving a Lamborghini Countach, get $1 million in the bank, and I invented Car Finder and I had 26 patents anyway, having fun. Do I know it's because college? I tested out at T-Week or junior high. By the way, my first $1 million in the bank, I was 16. How old were you? Oh, you haven't made it yet? Why not? What's wrong? These don't work? I created a division process in 85 and updated it in 1990. So what did I do from there? I wanted to create books for dummies. See, I was the second largest advertiser in California for 32 years. I just write checks for radio and TV because it's easier that way. I started TikTok 12 weeks ago. I think I'm going to hit about 40,000 followers this week. And what do you think? Kind of fun. But again, how am I doing? Am I doing pretty good? Tap the damn screen 1,000 friggin' times. Get me past to the 40,000. I got 50,000 people I'm going to invite there, okay? I got to figure out if I want to put them. And actually, it's 50 million people. Did you know I used to coach Carlton Chiefs people? Dave Delgado and Russ Dalby. I was the coach of the coach. So maybe you want to listen today. We'll see what happens today. Oh, I wrote books for dummies. I wrote books for dummies. I do something, I feel like a dummy. This is me. I related to myself, but I couldn't use the name because it was already taken. I created the Millionaires Founders Kit. The Millionaires Founders Kit, 12 books, 12 months. And at the end of the year, you have 1,000 steps and you have $1 million company. I sold it to Bonaventure for 32 years. 4 events every week, having fun. And on Saturday too, just like tomorrow, you can play with me the whole day if you wanted to. Now today, you can get it in the link tree, take a picture. All right, it's about $500 if you want the full rules and tools, but it's up to you. If you don't get it, you blew it. Simple. Without that foundation, it's like going to class without a book, but it's up to you. Now, what did I do? That was in 2000, okay? We play the game. Now, if it's done this way, take a picture and understand. If it is basically bought this way, we send it right away, no problem. And the difference, you save some more money, but it's up to you. Now, you're an expert in real estate. That's fantastic. When I was helping Carlton Cheats, Dave Delgado, and Russ Dalby, their system I thought sucked. I kept fine-tuning it back in the scenes. So understand, there's a form I created called assignment of mortgage. It was in 1989, by the way. Let's play my way. Today, you have a piece of property. You have that tenant that wants to sign the contract. Fantastic. Good for you. What do? They sign the contract. Okay. If they don't pay on the 1st, you're screwed up because you're trying to get the bill paid for the bank on the 5th. And what do? Oh, blankety blank day. If you would have had a UCC1, okay, UCC1, all right, and a chattel mortgage, they can't hurt you. In other words, they can't, I was going to say screw you over. I can't say that out loud, right? That's terrible. They can't hurt you. Would you lease it or loan it to your friend or family? Hell no. But if they don't pay, you're screwed up. If you have one of these problems, what do you do here? You move it over here, okay? If you put a house under a nonprofit organization that has a 501c3, okay, federal exemption, this is $112,000 a month called grant money. See, you could give yourself a paycheck in the next 4 months if you wanted to, but you have to listen, learn, and do what you're told to do. Can you do that so far? So far, you know everything. Good luck with that. How's it going for you? I got my first million in the bank at 15, 16 years old. Why didn't you? What's wrong with you? It didn't work? Let's play my way because I think your way sucks. Is that okay? Now, I created Homestead Blocker, UCC and Chattel Mortgage. We sold that for $12,000 a set for 32 years. What do we get to do? We get to play the game to win. So what do? It's in the link tree. If you do it for the $4.99 or you do it this way, you get it for the $2.99. But if you don't do it, you blew it. There you go. If we play my way again, how about financial series? Buckets of money. Oh, by the way, every division's a bucket of money because they have their own credit reports. How about tax balancing? They're in charge. How about we have become the bank? Here's a series I wrote that too. I've got 67 books under what I've written so far. I probably got about 40 coming out soon. We're going to play my way. If you wanted that today, it's very simple. There you go, link tree. Or you take a picture, you do it this way. We're trying to move a warehouse. Now, if you wanted all 3 series, it's pretty simple. Okay, again, all right, what happens today, if you did it my way, all 3 series, and this is the way you do it today, it's very simple. So let's take our picture. All right, this is at the top here, how you get it right away for $3.99 to $4.99 if you call the office, 800-254-9506. So I just want to give you products and services that help you and get past go, but it's up to you. See, fighting through the pain is not easy. No one has it easy in this world. If you think it's going to be easy, hell no. You see, I don't have a magic wand. But what happens is very simple today, okay? I want you to understand we all fight through the pain. We have to relate to some things, okay? Well, number one, I had my first accident when I was a little kid, driving down Delane Street in Torrance. I used my brake. It was my face, 42 miles an hour. I've been through hell and back. I've been shot. I've also been knifed. So what do? There I am. Oh, goody, goody. But being a Christian is a way of life, not a moment in time. Okay. All right. I wrote that years ago as well, one of my websites. So if we played the game, we get to win. Now, the next time I was in a coma was 2009. That kind of sucks. I got $3.7 billion in structure. My yachts are in my backyard, my race boats too. And I got to die and come back and help you broke. Kind of sucks because I had someone steal my goodies. But I did build $1 million of credit in about 6 weeks. Is that okay? You see, I have 3 divisions of me. Write down 3 divisions of me. Now, please. 5 closet divisions. If you play the game, you get to play to win. The reason I picked the number 8 is I was born on the 8th. Very simple. Every race boat I have and race car and race motorcycle has the number 8 on it. 8 and 0 are friendly to be on, by the way. And then the corporation can sponsor that too. Bum, bum, bum. You can even sponsor the Indy 500 if you wanted to. But again, we play. Dying in a coma. All right, I guess God wanted to be another example to rebuild it in front of the world again. This is what I did. There's no reason to stay down ever, 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 ever. So what do? So there's the Lamborghini, the buildings, and the goodies through the division process. Okay. I don't buy anything under me because I think that's dumb. The divisions buy everything. That's the go to play. The divisions buy everything. That's what I'd like you to think about today. The divisions by everything. It makes more sense. Okay. So what do we do? So if we want to play the game, we have to understand and follow through. As long as I'm following through or doing my best, but God does the rest, amen to that too. See, I owe it to God for my life even today. That's just how I believe it to be for me. So guess what? I have a website called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru because he's never been a drive-thru, even though people think he is. When I was a little boy being used and abused, the grown-ups would go, how you doing, little boy? I don't look up one thing and go, always good. They leave me alone. I want to be left alone by these abusers. I went to the library every day of my life. I want to study rich, right, famous, in books. I read 15 books at a time. Simple. So it's always good. Thank you, Jesus. So today, I'd like you to focus on three things. Okay, it is God is first. Family is husband and wife become one, and it's money. Money. Today, if you listen and learn, I'll help build you $100,000 to $1 million of credit. Would you like $1 million of credit through the corporation, not you? You personally will have 100,000, which your goal should be. So let's write down personal credit, 100,000. Why? Let's see. Okay, you have an old bad day, bad week, or year. These don't fluctuate. That's the goal. As we play this game, we have to realize one thing. You should have 7 of these and 1 of these. There's the 10,000 each. Here's the 50. If you had $100,000 of personal credit, it's very simple. You would never bring down your bad credit in the first place because why? You know the fluctuation rules and tools. So American Express here, they don't fluctuate. So as we play this game, we've got to play to do what, when. If you allow me to build you my way, this is ink cards. There are 6 of them under the corporation. It's 350,000. We can do that per division, by the way. Would you like to do that? See, you can have the 10 cards that I like the best under each division if you want to. If you did it within 36 months, you get about $10 million of credit. But remember, borrow money is not taxable. So the reason they basically want to SS4 to receive money, it doesn't pay tax, so it's profitable. Debt offsets taxes. Buy a spaceship, all right, pay taxes. Well, I said pay, buy a Lamborghini or Ferrari for years. He goes, let's buy a spaceship. No taxes due. Today, you get to play the game and win. If you share the life, like I said before, get the book for the kids starting out right. Very simple to do. Starting out right, here's the book, okay? It's a free download. If you tap the screen and you share the live and help me help you. If you don't tap the screen, then forget it. Just go away. That means you're not serious about changing your life. You like to be in your stuck situation? I think being stuck sucks. Download Winning the Credit Game, okay? When you do, look at the pages. Look at the things in there. Find me and all the Lamborghinis. Some of them is fun. It's kind of fun. I just like playing the game. I turned it to a game as a kid. 21 cars in the car collection, not your books. Winning the Credit Game is pretty simple. What do? We show real Lamborghinis. Since I was 15 years old, all through the years. You don't have to go rent one for a video for blah, blah, blah. I see that crap out there almost every day. So today, if you do this correctly and you want a mouse pad, take a copy, take a picture, DM me, I'll send you that too. So the bottom line is very, very simple as we play this game to win. Is that okay? We want to win the game? So what do? You share the live, you get free goodies. Even the articles of corporations free in the link tree. So you don't have to spend thousands of dollars and be ripped off. But it's up to you. We get to play my way. Now, there's a book I said, free download for kids. Read it while you download it for yourself, okay? As we play the game. Call the office if you need to, 800-254-9506. So the specialist can talk to you right away. That's the ultimate goal. Now, credit repair is a fraud, period. Credit repair is fraud, period. I don't care what anybody says. The Federal Trade Commission says it's a scam. Fair Credit Reporting Act basically says you can't collect money up front, all right, and there's a magic wand, there's BS. Now, 6 of you now, I lead up to the list, you do credit repair. You're flakes. You're damn crooks. Why? They're going to indict you like they did Daniel on the credit repair cloud. You're going to go to prison. Congratulations. So that's what happens. Credit repair. So if you want to, you can download the book. The book. Most of them have done that and use it as well. Why don't you share the live today, help other people, and just give everybody a copy of the book? Simple. I like it. It's free download. If you download the book, that means you shared the live. If you did not, we don't turn on the switch. That means you don't get it. And if you don't want to help me, help you, then go away. Simple. I like telling the truth today. Now, I had that problem. I rhyme all the time, too. Did you know I have recall in most sayings? My IQ's off the chart. And I write both hands talk at the same time, too. That's me. As a kid that Mrs. Hope used and abused, she called me what? Yeah, no, good. How about debt crisis intervention? How about we look at getting a copy of the Fair Debt Collections Practice Act right there too. Let's give you the information you've been lacking all along. Is that okay? It's a free download. Free, free, free. Again, would you like a mouse pad? I already told you that. If you DM us, I'll get you a mouse pad and send it to you because there's your future. Every entity can create up to $10,000 a month plus. See, your problem, you don't have auto income. You're doing great, fantastic. You're missing pieces and you're barely getting by your old crappy day. Oh, crap. Why don't we repackage your my way a little bit? If you want to be in a referral program, you could do that too, and I'll bid you $1,000 of credit right away. Would you like $1,000 of credit if you refer 5 people today? And the link tree can actually be an affiliate. That'd be kind of fun. I'll build you some credit. You can give us some, I'll give you some money, or you give us a referral and get some store credit. It works for everybody. I like win-win situation. There's that number to the office again, 800-254-9506. Okay. Now, Chapter 18 is what you need to focus on. Chapter 18. This is where the Supreme Court said that LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC is a legal person. It's right there. Illegal what? So in the original book, when they said LLC, it said limited liability corporation. Some ding dong put limited liability company. It's crap. It's all the same damn thing anyway. Your name is on it. It's on Secretary of State's website. When they sue it, they sue you. Congratulations. You become a duck and a sheep. And if you allow it to do business or named after you, do what it does, guess what? It's all three ducks and quacks. What do we do? 7.5 years old, I hear this. Went to the library next to the police department, next to Torrance Police Department. I asked her what it meant. She came back with a mock face of the bug. You see, it says may sue or be sued. It's right there, right there, right there. The next thing, it says not required to file if it's his business name. I knew something was wrong in the law there. That book was wrong. Wrong. Okay. What do we do? Today, you basically flat out, okay, think an LLC or LLC or LLP or whatever you got today or C Corp is going to protect you. When they sue it, they sue you because they have to. You're the voice for the entity. You're on the bank account. You're following the money. Oh, they're going to pierce my veil. Wait till they do, and you're in a court in a deposition. If you don't answer the questions, you're in contempt. So guess what? When you sign the building, the car, and the credit card, you can't just bankrupt like those 14 people online say you can because you're a duck and a sheep. You signed it. You signed it. So if we play the game to win, we can win the game. And what? A division process was born in 84. Understand? If I have a problem, it's the division. I'm a management company. Division, I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and throw it away. That's the ultimate goal for all of us. We play the game to win. Now, write it down. Structure builds finance and dreams. If I have the structure here, right here, all right, in this structure, what does it do? Finance and dreams. It creates the money. You become a CFO personally for your family and a CFO of the corporation. That's the ultimate goal. And for the division process, we get to play the game to win. The ultimate goal is to win the game of business. And that's what I want you to do today and have some fun. Now, some of my clients don't have all the pieces, okay? Let's say they don't have the transactions. They don't have good average balance. When they vote me as a CFO and attorney in fact, I actually use some of our bank accounts for them. This shows $287,000 in January. Here's $67,000. So I show about $500,000 in the petty cash account to help these people when they connect the dots because they don't have the true verification. I do. We connect the dots. We partner into that program as well. But if you have it all, no problem. You don't need that. It's simple. Do it your way. How's it working for you so far? It's not. There's the problem. It's not working for you your way because that's what's happening today. So let's play the game to win. Now, back on the screen here, we're going to show structure builds finance and dream. Structure builds the finance and the dream. That's what we need to look at is the corporation structure. Every one of these pieces help us to connect the dots. See, you've made yourself the duck and the sheep. When somebody slips, falls, and sues you and screws you up, you're the duck and sheep. Then you bump a car, you the house, this and that, you're the duck and sheep. If you manage the corporation or LLC, these are the ducks and the sheeps, like the banks and the grocery stores do all the time. We play. Let's think, if you have a house, you put it in a division separately, it separates liability. You can build money and build a credit file. Every location or every division has $100,000 credit minimum on one card. Again, your taxes offset your house payment. House payment gets your money back in your tax return, and you do tax balancing. So what do? We look at basically Amazon. What did they do? They brought in $10 billion, didn't pay any tax. So if we play the game to win, division process again and again. We can play to become a certified CFO if you want to. As we play, recycle money and credit can grow 47%. Let's watch this. If I have a corporation division process, lose or gain, I get to basically do up to 47%. That's that margin we get to play with. Lose, write it off. Win, write it off because you get what? Debt offsets taxes. Pay taxes, borrow $44 billion, buy a Lamborghini, Ferrari, get a spaceship. That's how it works. So we could play the game to win if you want to. That's the ultimate goal we do again and again. 165 million for a house. That's ridiculous. Sorry. The biggest one I ever built was 10 million. Okay. And that was only 22,000 square feet. All right. Elon Musk left California because our governor pissed him off. We lost 14,000 jobs. No, what happened? We got Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett owns 64 properties and doesn't drive his own damn car. He's in a limousine. Every time someone says, he drives his car from the station wagon. So much silly stuff out there. Mark's just paranoid. He buys all the houses and builds a bunker. If we want to play, you can join the club if you want to. Join the club. See, these companies don't pay tax. Don't complain. Be quiet and join them. Is that okay? That's all you have to do. So we could play the game to win. Here's Carl. You can look him online. It's very simple what happens. He brought in 987 million last year. At B of A, he has 1.2 billion as a line of credit, offsetting the taxes. Okay? So here's Walt Disney. Business, they have 1 billion in the bank, and they don't want to pay tax, so they wrote an IOU to themselves. It's a Newsweek. They wrote an IOU to themselves and offset the taxes. That's how you play the game to win. Debt offsets taxes. So if we had the U.S. Supreme Court say an LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit PC is a legal person, why don't we today have basically a division process? Each division under the management company for like Bitcoin, crypto, stock, gold, silver, auto income is a separate line of defense. Each entity is allowed to do something by itself. So right now you're using your personal money, your tax return, or much your paycheck, you're using that to buy Bitcoin. That's the dumbest thing in the world. I said it'd be go to 61 and it did. It'd go up and down, but no one listened to that too. So let's play. Why don't we have a division for Bitcoin, stock trading, auto income? So if we play this game, what do we get to do? A division always offsets taxes. Lose or win, bottom line, and borrow money is not taxable. If we play, we get to play to win. Is that okay with you? Now, what you did, unfortunately, years ago, all right, probably sat at the kitchen table with your friends and family. And you basically sat with your friends and your friends and family, very simple. What did you do? You said, we're going to start a business, honey. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Let's jack up our credit cards. Let's drop our score, get stuck, can't get anymore. Let's talk our house, and let's all be dumb. That's what you did. You jacked up the wrong damn card. First of all, you should have had your sticky. Next thing is the corporation builds its own credit file. I set up the original in 1887. If you want me, I'll set it for your corporation today. You finance the business because the debt offsets the taxes. You write off the interest rate as well. But it's very simple. We get to play the game to win, and we never bring the pain home again. Got it so far? See, I didn't have a family or home when I was a kid. I got used and abused, and I thought it sucked. It pissed me off. So again, we're going to look at that SS5 right there again. SS5 form equals what? The 1040 tax return. The SS4 right in front of you says application. It says entity or individual person. Are you a person of flesh, yes or no? So that allows you to have three divisions of you, division process, and the parent company. So you could play the game and understand if you looked at bankruptcy code today, very simple, public record. I'm not here to be safe an attorney, but it will say flat out the Federal Protection Act, automatic stay. It allows SSN and SS4. Who wants to be the duck? So far, it's been you. You like being the duck and sheep? Why don't you stop it? A division process can create your solution. It's called a line of defense. When the NACB certified me as the #1 consultant worldwide, because I created the 29% rule, all cards at a fluctuation at 29% is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. That's how it works. So I like you to reduce your debt. Don't hire credit repair flaky companies. This just means you're trying to rip off people. And if you don't want to be a crook, hire the flakes. Simple. It'll all come back off and off and on like a yo-yo. It's simple. But again, what do? If we understand that all cards fluctuate but two, we put our sticky behind our card. We make sure we understand the limit of the card and the 28% rule. The only two cards that do not fluctuate in the United States of America is gold and platinum. They don't fluctuate at all. Understand? They do not fluctuate. So that's your emergency card if you have no blanket, blank day, month, or year. Got it so far? You do not bring the pain home ever, ever, ever. Why did you, in the first place? Lack of knowledge. Your lack of knowledge is why you brought the pain. You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. So what do? Maintain 750 score. As we play, know your numbers, and that's what you need to do. Know your numbers every step of the way. Very simple. As we play the game. Play the game to win. Understand, I turned it to a chess game as a kid because I want to win the game of business. Your numbers. Take a picture of this, please. The problem with your lack of knowledge, you keep hurting your family, hurting yourself. You shouldn't do that. A $500 card is worth $145. A $2,000 card is $580. Okay, $5,000 is $1,450. A $25,000 card is $7,250. The reason I want to give you $100,000 of personal credit, you have fluctuation and the rules and tools, that leaves you $71,000 of safety when you have that old blankety blank day, month, or year. You don't jack it up ever again. That's the ultimate goal. Got it so far? We go back to chapter 18. It's a legal person. We go back and may sue or be sued. We go back to their categories, what we have today. It's on Secretary of State's website. They sue it, they sue you. Congratulations, I think you're a duck and a sheep. Sorry, I don't like it. If you want winning the credit game, it's simple. It's a free download. I don't want you hiring credit repair flakes. It's against federal law. Look at Fair Credit Reporting Act. It's right there. They're not allowed to collect money up front, but they do. They indicted Daniel in the credit repair cloud. He's going to go to prison, $3 million indictment. Hey, you're lined up, 6 of you. You're next. If you have a corporation, you can take supply credit and turn it into cash. That'll help you reduce your debt, or I'll line you up to get some kind of different loans to reduce your debt to ratio. That's up to about $51,000, by the way. So again, let's look at every application in the United States of America. What had happened? 18 years ago, as an affiliate, I got them to put a division on every application in the United States, okay? Every cash application for corporations credit says division process. There's me. It's all in mindset. I had to convince myself I'm one of the few, not one of the many. I had to reprogram myself. I had to basically do self-motivation. If I could touch it, I could kick it. I was 12 at the library when I wrote down, see it, believe it, go get it. Because that's what works for me. Now, if you need calls with me, I do a calling card. People can buy a calling card. Usually I'm $5,000 an hour and $30,000 to $50,000 a day. Mattel helped them in the 70s with a tax problem. Disney, Toll Brothers, IBM, Boeing, and everything else. And what do? Even Apple. But again, you're just you trying to help you anyway. So if you want a calling card at 10 minutes anytime you want to call, and we can squeeze it in my schedule, it's very simple. See, I broadcast every morning at 3:15 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. Then I have 4 calls a day, and I broadcast at 3 o'clock every day. So in between that, we'll find time to talk to you if you have an emergency too. 3 calls, 6 calls, 12 calls. But again, you might be in one of my coaching programs, and I'm building $100,000 to $1 million of credit for you. What do? It's simple. 800-254-9506. Coaching for $1,000, they get 10 calls. It's very simple to do that too. Now, here's my problem. I'm 17 and a half years old. I got 19 houses under my division. So under corporations, division process wasn't born yet. I didn't know it's solution for problem. I basically from there, what did I do? I went to this thing, was in the LA Times, a registered newspaper. It said payphones. So I walked in, I'm listening to what they're saying. They said a payphone route is $1,600. $1,600. That's what they said that day. Very simple. So what happened? I'm listening and listening. I'm looking to numbers. Numbers make sense to me. I love numbers. I just don't like old people all the time. So what do? Okay, $1,600 for a payphone in the route. No problem. They make an average of $300 a month is what they said. How many months would it take me to be profitable if there's $1,600 and they make $300 a month as an average? I stood up with my lines of credit at the bank and said, I'll take 10. I took 10. I go back again and again, about 20% of the people complain. See, you're going to have people who, I can't say bitch and complain. They just complain. They're just turds, okay? There's always a turd, not, just want everything for free. But that's okay. I help people no matter what they do because I'm not here for you. I made it a promise. In my first call, I promised God I'd help people. That's why I dedicated myself. Simple. So I said, I'll take 10. I went back to these complainers. I said, I'll buy your route. I ended up having 22,000 payphones doing 6.6 million a month. Is that good? But it wasn't me. It wasn't me at all because I don't have any money. I'm not dumb enough to run a company myself and be the founder. I might be the founder, but it's owned by the corporation and the division process. In other words, I became a puppet master. I invented auto income. Let's write it down. I invented it in 1987. Every division should get up to $10,000 to $100,000 a month. If you package it my way within 12 months, you're going to gain and gain. I'm going to put you basically in an escrow. You're going to use the corporate credit I build you and put it in escrow. I don't want that money ever, ever. I don't like Ponzi's. Okay, I don't like someone, I'm rich. Look at me, I'm a clown. Ay, ay, ay. I don't like that. Don't buy a house. Sell me the water. Ay, ay, ay. We're going to do winning the game of business my way. Got it so far? Now, division process. Now, let's look at some examples like Glenn here. Glenn lived in his Pinto car for 3 years. He came home after he lost his job and his wife left that same day. He broke his little heart, said there's a better woman. I told him, man up. He said he's got a son living in his car too. I said, man up now. Within 6 months, a brand new house, brand new truck, and making $1 million a year. Simple. Freeway Ricky Dicky Ross. So good. What do we do? Simple. Coming out of prison after racing 20 years. Got a $3 million of credit. Is that okay? $3 million credit? What do we do? Thomas was in prison for 26 years. That sucks. But again, I got him his first dump truck, all right, in literally 6 months. So whatever business you want, I can help build you $1 million of credit if you want. Would you like $1 million? Yes or no? What would you do with it? Don't piss it away. Michael, rest his soul, God rest his soul, he's a client too. We did some course for him as well. What do we do? When Dr. Lucky and I set up an island, or basically a hospital in Fiji Islands, owner got on the board. Then we got basically the president of the United States of America. I've done 3 so far. And there's Fishbone and Mama. Mama's a suit in between the other turds, in my opinion. Costner, Giovanni for Pixar, college professor, dedicates a book to me. Steve, Superman, Gold's Gem, Cook and Baby, God rest his soul. And I got her $1 million too. So I'm known as the incorporator for rich and famous people as well. Dodgers, Lakers, and Clippers, and Angels. If you want me to help you, let me know. It's simple. Take your picture now. Take your picture and understand that's your future. That's your future if you do what you're actually told what to do. I tell people what to do all the time in my coaching classes. I listen, I answer the questions, and now you're going to do this. There's no room for margin. It's my way or no way, because why? I build millionaires every day, if you want to play, but it's up to you. Okay, so it's auto income. I'm the expert. I created and invented it in 87 anyway. There's that picture again I told you to take earlier today. You didn't do it, so you blew it. So too bad. You should have did it when I told you to. If you take $25,000 from a line of credit I build you and put it in an escrow, after escrow closes, there's 3 of you plus me. There's 4. That makes it $100,000 of deposit into the escrow. That laundromat, dry cleaners, and car wash, now we each after bills are paid, up to $3,200 a month. That's not rich. I don't want you to ever be rich, but it's auto income for life. You're building a legacy forever. See, you're not building legacy right now for your family. You knew the family before you too. So we're building auto income. We do it 10 more times, what's going to happen? How about 50,000? Now we want to get storage unit in a 4-plex, 5,600 a month. Now we want to do 75,000. We do the line of credit 150, no problem. That's $7,500 a month. That's a storage unit, apartment complex. So there's 5 plus me. What do we do? What if you say you want a Wendy's restaurant? They're ran by third-party management, no problem. We got to have $1 million, 9 people plus me. There you go. What do? We each get a piece, up to $96.20 a month. Would that be okay? See, this creates auto income. I think where you blew it your whole life is you didn't do these things. You should have. I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years. Now it's 50 years as this next month. So you can play my way if you want. Take your picture. There's your future. What do? Structure, builds, finance, and dreams. Division process. A division can guarantee credit for itself and the division above it and next to it in the parent company. Your problem is you. I'm going to blueprint you. If you'd like, I'm going to be on the phone for an hour with your partner of life. I'm going to look at past, present, and future. I'm going to ask questions and interview and create a blueprint. Did you screw American Express or Chase? You need to know that. Do you have a bankruptcy? Did you seal it or not? From there, did you have a tax problem? Next, we're going to talk about your family, husband, wife, cat, dog, and a fish. Did you have a corporation or LLC, which is the same thing anyway? Then I'm going to ask you if you have 18 divisions yet. You need 18 divisions, by the way. Sorry, that's what you need. From here, do you have an irrevocable trust? Irrevocable trust. We can do all these pieces with you and for you if you want. We're a one-shop place, but it's up to you. The car, like I told you before, I don't want it registered to you. It should be a division, so if something goes wrong, you can sacrifice the division, not your trust with Johnny D there. That's just called dumb. If you put your house in the trust like that yellow book says to do, that's called dumb. I can't say that word. I get in trouble every time. That means if you drive the car, register the trust, issue the trust in a bumpity bump. That's kind of dumb, don't you think? Now, what happens? House, all right, escrow, close, homestead, trust, buy to the trust next, auto income. And in my original book, when I was 15 years old, I wrote down cash flow fee per time. I own that too. Simple. We're going to take a blueprint up to an hour with your partner of life of you. It'll cost you $3,000. Very simple. If you want it discounted today, it's $19.99. It's $2,000. It's very simple. Because it's the Valentine's, you did it now during the live only. During the live, it's $1,000. Well, you don't do it, then you blew it. It's up to you. Because it's Valentine's Day. We're going to be winning the game of business. Is that okay? We play my way for a while? I don't like your way. I'm sorry. I don't like your way at all. I want to play the game and win every time. Okay? So guess what we get to do? We get to play and win the game. All right. Recycle money and credit. The ultimate tax, I won't call it a hack. I don't like the word hack, but it's the way you can do tax balancing. Tax balancing. What happens is very simple. I always said for over 50 years, pay tax, buy a Lamborghini or Ferrari. Elon Musk says buy a spaceship. So does basically Musk, or actually Bezos as well. They own spaceships. So what do? Monday, I'm going to stand here on my feet, even though I have 2 casts here and basically braces to stand up because I had shots on my knees and supposed to have surgery. I'm still going to fight to the pain. So if I'm late 3 minutes, please, I'm putting on my brace on my knee. Be patient, okay? Don't be a turd. All right, it's very simple. Monday, the 16th, for $1,000, you're stuck with me all day. Now, I tell your friends and family, pitch in and sit around this computer at home because it's not in person, it's online. But that's up to you if you want to learn how to do fluctuation and you want to have basically what money and credit equal what? Offset the taxes. We're going to play. There's the link tree right there and there, now. But it's up to you. If you're in coaching, I'm going to tell you it's $699. Don't tell anybody. But if you're not in coaching, forget it. It's $1,000. We're going to need to call the office, 800-254-9506. I like that. See, you got to realize right now, it's your turn. It's your turn. I'm going to hold your hand, just like I went to set up Helping Hand Industries as a kid. Helping Hand. That's why they did it for. Okay, I did it when I was 9.5, by the way, looking online. This means it's your turn. What do? If you want a 3-month coaching program, it's very simple. Well, I'm going to give you $50,000 of credit. I'm going to basically charge you about $4,000. I'm going to coach you for 3 months. Is that okay? 3 months of coaching. Now, if you're missing pieces, I have the pieces you're missing. We're going to focus on car wash, laundromat, EV charging stations. I get 2 clients out there. You need a car wash or laundromat. No, you don't. Read the original book 47 years ago. I said you own it. You don't run them. You're the owner. So if you had a 3-month coaching program right there, it's very simple. It's about $4,000. That's how it is. But there's a Valentine's special. You can look at that as well. There's your link tree. Now. There you go. You get to play my way. 6 months, that means we're going to go after different type of businesses. I bought my first Jack in the Box to a corporate structure when I was 19, didn't you? Simple. I like basically gas stations with stores. How about basically a storage unit? It's simple to play the game to win. Okay, 6 months. What do? It's $8,000. All right. And we're going to teach you how to do 100,000 plus credit. Use that money for the escrow. So you spend $8,000 and I build you 100,000 of credit, give me 10 times your money back anyway. More than 10. I've always done that. Isn't that fun? There's your link tree. Play my way. What do? You want 9 months. Okay, 9 months. We're going to have 150,000 of credit. See, if I get you 150, you can spend 100,000 in escrow and own part of a Wendy's restaurant or storage in or apartment complex. We're going to play my way. Would you like a Burger King? Simple. 9 months. It's $12,000. It's worth it. Okay. So what happens is there's a link tree. By the way, if you do what you're told to do, I'll guarantee it. That's right. Guarantee it. If you do what you're told. 12 months. See, these calls are every 4 weeks. Wendy's restaurant, basically apartment complex. It could be a McDonald's you're part of, or Taco Bell, or basically storage unit as well. But again, that's 12 months. It's about $16,000. And you're stuck with me every 4 weeks telling you what to do. Is that okay? And I'll guarantee it too. But you got a choice. See, things vary based on what you do once you put the application in. If you sit there going, ooh, nothing happens, there's your problem. I'm going to tell you what I need you to do every 4 weeks. We play my way. There's your link tree as well. So for me, it's if I can touch it, I can kick it. Very simple. It's only 13 feet. I like goodies. You like goodies yet? Every goodie should be a division of a corporation or an LLC. As a little boy, they kept asking, how you doing, little boy? They know I was being used and abused, and it's always simple, the same answer. Always good. Thank you, Jesus. Saying that, they always left me alone. I want to be left alone. So what do we do today? It's very simple. 800-254-9506. Call the office now. Ask about the Valentine specials. Now. Now. So again, talk to the specialists. They're back there today in the call center. What do? You register for classes. Tomorrow, I got 6 classes I'm going to play in the morning. Would you like? You can listen and learn. I'm online 6 days a week. So what do? I like goodies. You like goodies? No goodie I ever put my name because I'm not going to be silly and dumb. But it's up to you. Tomorrow we have a class. It's kind of a specialty. It's one you have to pay for if you're not coaching. Coaching just becomes free. You can spend the whole day with Ray if you want to. It's called daisy chaining of credit. I'm going to teach you how to take one card and turn it into 99 more. Would you like to get 10 million of credit? I'll say about 2 million within about 36 months because some of you don't do fast enough and you just kind of drag along a little bit. I'll build the credit for you if you want. So again, that is a specialty class. They paid specialty classes for about 3 months for $1,000. Each one, if you do them one at a time, it's $499. It's right there if you want to do it today. And it's in the link tree too. It's up to you. But again, you structure. If you ever want me to build credit for you, I'm going to take basically my credit cards and my dashboard, and I'm going to take about $60 million of credit way over here. Okay, sorry, I'm out of the screen. I'm going to take this and add you to my credit cards, the ones that make sense. I'm going to make sure we use my history of life credit, not trade line crap, real stuff. It gives me 2 choices, authorized user or separate billing. I never give you authorized user, by the way. It'll always be separate billing. So that means I can build the credit for you on my dashboard, having all that credit I have for you. If you want 25,000 of credit, it's very simple today. It's right here. And this is the price it would be. This is a discount. If you did it during the live, that means now I double the credit for you at the same price. Linktree now. If you wanted 50,000, that could be you and the corporation as well. Very simple. The discount is there today. There's the link tree. There you go. And I double that to 100,000. See, the goal is to encourage you to step up to the plate and get it now, so we get you going right away. 100,000 of credit, basically, discounted today is very simple. It's right there, the link tree. Well, what happens next is I'm going to double that to 200,000. 100,000 a person, 100,000 a business. That would be the ultimate goal to line you up as well. But it's up to you. If we play this game, I like goodies. You don't like goodies so far? Every Lamborghini, Ferrari, I have a helicopter, building yachts, and race boats. It's a simple or division process. First, there's no loan to value problem. And if there's a problem with the piece, I give her the piece. Okay, that's the ultimate goal, the piece. We get to play. Now, today, we're going to do some analyzations right away as well. Analyzations. Every Friday, I try to analyze some clients and help them what they need to do next. So what do we get to do? Very simple. So again, we're going to do 2 case files as an example for you. I'd like you to get in Rapid Rescore today. There's 2 variations of Rapid Rescore. One's 500, one's 1,000. One gives you 5,000 of credit, and one gives you 10,000. It's up to you. Rapid Rescore, they would build you for free. And the bottom line is to basically analyze you right away. Remember, I do not believe in credit repair. I think flaky companies do that every day, and they lie. And they're breaking federal law anyway, in my opinion. Not here to be shape an attorney, but the Fair Credit Reporting Act says they can't collect money up front, and they do it every day. Analyzation. Recycle. What do? We have what? An analyzation and Rapid Rescore. If we take the credit program, then we're going to rebuild you. We're going to maybe have to negotiate a debt or 2 and help you do that. 750 scores, usually about 90 days. I'm going to say up to 9 months. If you're slow, don't pay attention right away. I'm going to hand you 10,000 of credit. We do a Rapid Rescore. The paralegals will help you for 9 months. So about $1,000, you get 10 times your money back at $1,000. You become a CFO ready for your personal life and your business life. CFO. So you take a picture. It's in the link tree as well. And the bottom line, they have a discount on that too if you call the office right away. If you have the LLC, C Corp, whatever you have today, why don't you let me set up the dashboard below it as credit reports, as Experian, Treasury, and Equifax under your tax ID. I set up the reports in the dashboard in 1987. If you spend about $2,000, they give you about $25,000 in credit, more than 10 times your money back. I always want to give you your money back. I had a problem when I was 26. At 26, I have 2.2 billion, actually 2.6 billion of corporate credit and structure. All the structure, almost $3 billion. What am I going to do? I offered to do it for free. Nobody wanted to play with me unless there's skin in the game. These employees get a paycheck anyway, so guess what they get to do? So if you want to today, you can actually have the dashboard, and I'll build you credit to your organization and set up your divisions for you too, but it's up to you. We play the game to win, and the link tree as well. All right. Now, if we analyze your credit, I have a problem. First of all, we have to ask you what type of Capital One you have. All right, on the dashboard, doesn't matter what you look at. You look at Capital One, we don't know if it's Quicksilver 1, Venture 1. Is it a Platinum? All right, simple. If it's a gold or green or blue, because it shows up in personal business credit reports too. So we have to ask that question. You're going to talk to a specialist and tell us that because we're going to interview you. We're always working with you and reaching out all the time. So guess what? You might get tired of us always telling you what to do next. But again, did you screw American Express or Chase? See, they don't forgive you. American Express will always sue you. Okay, again, that's what happens. Simple. Chase doesn't forgive you. So what do? Here's a wrapper rescore. It shows just in the wrapper by itself is about $500. If you did what you're told, the score goes to 750 no matter what you do. As long as you follow through and do what you're asked to. That's all you have to do. Pretty simple. We play. Now, I'm going to tell you what you maybe don't want to hear, but it's the truth. This is number 5992. This person, if you look at what happens here, you have the greens. These are greens right here, 25 points. 20 points is 7 points dropped. Here are inquiries. This person set up on March 12th, 2025. They're a rebuild. If you notice at the top, George is your specialist. From here, this is rebuilt and you get a 10,000 card. They spend $1,000. I want to rebuild them. I'm going to hand them 10 times their money back. But then they screw up my program and violate. See what they do? These inquiries, you crash your wrapper rescore. This is a case. I don't know why we're just not closing the case. Maybe they did something else we have to know about. Again, I need to know your story. I need to know exactly what your intent. What is your ultimate goal? So inquiries, there's 2 rules to have. Do not violate. You don't jack up cars. You do not apply for credit during the program. If you do, you crash your wrapper rescore. Very simple. It's like in an escrow. You're not allowed to apply for credit and get an inquiry. Same thing here. So these inquiries here, all right, they're all done on 9/15/2025. All right, and no collection accounts. Look at this. They're all jacked up. By the way, all right, all these inquiries, they didn't get a damn thing. They screwed it up. So what happens is here, you see the utilization right here at 96%. This Chase, please don't screw up Chase, okay? Next, we look through the line. I'm always looking for American Express or basically Chase. Chase is there. Did you screw up American Express? See, I might be able to show you to get supply credit to reduce your debt to ratio. Again, you jacked up your personal credit. You're jacking it up, kind of screwing it up, and backing yourself in a corner. Your credit limits here, only one of them is worth the damn 11,000. The rest is crap. Sorry, but it is. I don't know if you started a business or something. The bottom line is you shouldn't have jacked up your personal credit for the business. If you did, sorry, you did it kind of silly and dumb. So what do you have to do? We have to understand exactly what we're trying to do. What is the game plan? You're going to have to call the specialist or Brandy or GM on Monday because I just want to violate and close your case. Here's 6140, and you're going, yeah, you lost 115 points, 51 points. So you're not doing what you're told to do. Why aren't you doing that? It's a rebuild. You paid $600, you get 5,000 back. And George is special if you don't screw it up. What did you do? The bankruptcy was done basically in 2023. Okay, did you seal it? There's a company called Statewide that feeds the credit bureaus, by the way, because credit bureaus don't talk to the courts, if you don't know that. Here you have collections. You screwed up Minnesota, does be a what? Get Allied and everything else. I'm looking at what you screwed up. See, what you screw up is the late payment that screws up your credit. Late payments kill your credit. So here the bankruptcy should be sealed, blocked away, and we build it up and away. Here we have 104. This is a Mercury, a crappy Mercury card. Crappy is one of the worst cards on the planet. 104%. You can increase the limit or pay it down. Very simple. See, your limits suck. Okay? First Premier, the worst card on the planet in the first place. $95, you use the card, in my opinion. It's crap. I'm going to affiliate to 119 credit. There's only 10 I like anyway. So look at the limits. They suck. Your problem is you. Stop screwing it up. Very simple. You can't do pay or repair. It's a fraud. So I'm going to take this person, this challenge, if they didn't keep screwing up, because what happens is what? Late payments kill your credit. I don't care if you have to sell something, hawk something, drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. Hey, I had 12 garage sales when I came out of coma in 2009 and 10. I got cited 3 times. There's no excuse ever because there's always a way to create money legally. So that your limits suck. You just screw up American Express or Chase, need to know that. And the next thing is I would think about supply for basically what? Cash credit. Again, what are you doing? You're screwing it up. I don't understand. You violated the program too. So again, on Monday, you need to call the specialist. George is not here on Monday. He's been sick all week. So is Brandy. All right. So is Daniel and everyone else too. All right. So here we go. What are we going to do next? Well, here's 6148. And we're going, you're skiing downhill. See, that's the graph I tell you about. You're screwing up because of utilization. I wrote the rules and tools, late 70s and 80s for TRW, became Experian. Okay, what do we do? A, you're late on your what? Hyundai Capital America. Did you know your car payment, you can actually put it to the back of the loan or figure out a way to do that too? If you can't afford that car, why don't we lease it out? Okay, why don't you drive Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash too? Well, you have no inquiries and you have inquiries. Okay, what do we do? You screwed up my program. You violated. This is a, look what it says, MIM, million in the making. All right, $25,000 of credit, level 1, 2, and first personal credit. All right, you're a client from Jake, but you screwed up the program. And then you ghosted us. So what's going on? Why would you screw up a program when you don't have to screw it up? But again, this is what you did. Your Capital One's $300 crap card, 300 bucks. Go on the line to the dashboard today. If you've been paying on time for that, it'll say I want on the right-hand side, left to right side. Left side says increase limit. Change your projection, see if they'll change it right away. If not, pay the damn thing down and fluctuate your debt. Kick and Chime came out of my boot camp in 2008. So again, your credit limits suck. Sorry, that's what it is. See, that $3,500 kick's not even that. You paid $100 for that. It's ridiculous. If you want to rebuild yourself, you're going to have to listen to me and do what I tell you to do, if you want to. But it's up to you. It's simple. They don't do it. Here's 5892. It's a million in the making. That's what MIM stands for. 25,000 of credit. Christopher's your specialist. If you notice, you went and go back up. So the green says you're up 3 points. That's not much. It's not dilly squat. Your credit score sucks. It's 388. It really sucks. Well, can I say that? But it's making 25,000 in credit. What do we do? My worst case during the pandemic was a 240 man came out of prison. I have 16 people I'm working on right now coming out of prison. I have a prison program as well that I help all the time too. What did you do to your credit? You crashed it all. All right. Not only do you get inquiries all over the place, what do you got late on your Capital One? I mean, Capital One's payment is crap. It's what, $100, $200? I mean, you got to get these things on time. If you don't get them on time, they're going to kill them. You do not want to let this go to waste, because what happens, take it seriously, because credit repair is a fraud. Again, what do? It's very simple. Be on time 3 months in a row, and I can rebuild you. From there, what do we have? We have a crappy Capital One. Capital One's not crappy. The limit is crappy. 134 points, 30%. You see the utilization there? You got crappy limits and you jacked it all up being stuck. Let's play teeter-totter. Let's get some supply credit. You pay down the debt to ratio. And let's push you back up. To me, it's just a challenge. But can I get you to listen? There's a problem. Would you listen and learn? It's up to you. Very simple as we play the game to win. So here's 6285. It's a rebuild. You get 10,000 in credit. Jay was your specialist. Jay's no longer with us. He went to do something else. No problem. The drive was too much for him. So what do we have? Here we have going down 16. Here's 12 up and 6 up. Okay. Up and down, up and down. What are you doing? It is a rebuild. You get 10,000 in credit. What does this mean? You spend $1,000 and I'm giving you 10,000 back. 10 times your money back. Got it so far? I want you to win the game. There's no, I was going to say there's no inquiries. We have schools first. So you screwed that up. Okay. All right. You got 2 collections. You see the collection for $295. Pay the damn thing. Just pay it and settle 100%, please. The bankruptcy should be sealed. What do we look at? We look at the up and down chip. You have a $10,000 credit card at schools first, and you can actually increase the limit and get rid of the debt to ratio of 29% or what, 100% right now. It's ridiculous. Then you go down the list. You have crappy little cards, $500, $600, whatever. If you're any of you connected to Navy, I can line that up for you to help reduce your debt or supply the cash if you want to. This is basically just a mess. Okay. So if you want to go to 750 score, do what you're told to do. Very simple. We have to basically get the percentage down to 29% or get a loan or basically Navy or we basically what supply the cash credit and reduce the debt to ratio. Any problem, Express or Chase. Now here we got 6287. See, it's going up 21 points, 27 points, 15. Okay. So Lawrence is your specialist. You have a rebuilt. You're getting 10,000 in credit. He's probably spent $1,000. Here we're going to give you 10 times your money back. That's what I've always done. See, I want you to get your money back. Plus, I want to take away the doubt in your mind because you hire people that rip you off all the time. We're going to hold your hand, sing kumbaya. Here we have only an inquiry. Why would you do an inquiry? Here we have crappy credit in 600s, and you apply for basically Wells Fargo. You just pissed away an inquiry. What the hell would you do that for? But again, what do we look at? Your limits aren't very good. You have some decent ones. You have American Express at 11,000. You see the credit limits on the bottom, they're probably not this person's. It's called a trade line. If it's really yours, then use that to balance your damn debt. If this person balanced their debt within 3 weeks, I could get them a 750 score. If they actually, those cards are really real. I'll push you up and away. Any screw American Express or Chase, let me know. From here, we have 6564. Rebuilt, rapid, 5,000 credit. Georgia Specialist again. You have 2 collection accounts. Well, one's for $1,200. One's basically what? 5,290. Okay. I tell you, let's go around them for now. If they're not charged off, you're not ripping off your creditor. You're going to have to go back and negotiate a debt down the road. Basically, you have what? Okay, you have, it says Mercury or Merrick in the Bank of Minnesota. Okay, fantastic. In Missouri, okay? Sorry, it's tiny. So you have no balance to it. Do you really have those, or are they trade lines? What are they? See, if I did this correctly with this person here, being 6564, I would add history. I want to understand. I add history to you, corporate division process. I'd add history and push them up to 649 past the 700. At a 653, I can get you American Express or Gold or Platinums right away, pretty simple. I have to use the rapid rescore to block your crap. But again, what do you have today? Did you screw this up anyway? Let me know. Simple. 6582, it's a rebuild. It's a rapid 5,000 of credit. And Kelly's your specialist. Fantastic. You have 2 collection accounts. Understand, we're going to go around those things to build your credit. You're not ripping off your creditors, okay? This is Target card for $691. You bought some clothes or crap. Okay, you have Capital One. You're going to be paying these in full. You're not ripping off your creditor, but I'll build you the credit to do that, okay? You're not going to cry or credit repayer. We're going to rebuild you the right way. Simple. What do you got here? Oh, good. Indigo, one of the crappy cards, 89%. First Premier, oh my goodness, one of the worst cards. They'll actually charge you about $18 if you want to increase on the left-hand side of their dashboard. Again, what do we have? A couple of First Premiers. I'm sorry, most of your credit cards suck. They're just terrible cards. They're not good cards. If I rebuild you, I'm giving you 5,000 or 10,000 card. Then we get you 7 of those. We're going to rebuild you like Humpty Dumpty, but it's up to you as well. You're doing a rapid rescore and rebuild for, and you get 5,000 of credit. There's the goal. We'll push you up and away and help you every step of the way, put you in class 2. But it's up to you. Here's 6028. You're dropping your score. You dropped 141 points, 98 points. You went up 10. What are you doing to yourself? It's a rebuilt, rapid score, 10,000 of credit. Chris, basically our manager. All right, basically he's your specialist. What do you do? Well, you got inquiries. Fantastic. One man, you got a loan. Did you get the loan or did you piss it away? Listen to my words, every one of you now, right now. I set up a system for TRW, came Experian 96, called self-reporting. This telecom crap, remove it today. You do not put your utility bill on. That's how I designed it to screw in my program. If you notice, your utility bill is exactly 100% jacked up. That's called dumb. You're not dumb. You're just doing dumb. Get rid of the telecom. We got to figure out how to take that American Express before we screw it up, because they will sue you if you don't pay them to 100%. JC, you had Chase. Okay, fantastic, 12,000. You got some meaty cards. You got 2 meaty cards and the rest suck. Well, it's just what it is. We have to rebuild this in that history. We have to play what? Up and down a little bit. So again, if you didn't get the one main to reduce debt to ratio on that, we might have to get you a loan, or you have to look at supply for cash and credit. Maybe you're connected to Navy. I'll help you with that as well. It's up to you. Here's 6584. There's no up and down right now. You're 552, 579, 637. Again, what do we have? If we played the game, you have 2. Oh, you screwed up Navy. Why would you screw up Navy? Damn it. I like Navy. I got sucked into a government program as a kid at 14 and a half years old, tested out T-Week junior high, New Coast College. All right, I got my Navy only because I was sucked into a government program. Simple. Navy's phenomenal. You screwed it up. All right, why would you screw it up? Go back and pay them the damn fee and let them forgive you. But let me build you credit to do that as well. Okay, you got Kick. Kick is crap, in my opinion. So is Chime. They came out of my boot camp in 2008. You gave them $100, and now they report went $3,500 at 10%. Wow. Again, what do you do? Let me build you credit. Let me go past and solve their problems. You will not do basically ripping people off at all. You're in coaching, fantastic. Then I get to tell you what to do step by step. That's great. I love that. Because what we're going to do is I build you credit. You're going to go back to Navy. You're going to pay them and ask them to forgive you. And I'll get you Navy up to 80,000 in cards and 50,000 on loan as well. Navy, you don't ever screw up Navy, ever, ever, ever. It's not acceptable. The Credit One, that's Mark's company out of Las Vegas. He copied Capital One's logo, got indicted, sued a bunch of times. He didn't care. He paid the fee. Simple. If we look at 5053, look at wee up and down, up and down. See the graphs? That is fluctuation, which even basically Ryan Alexander in our little call today asked what fluctuation is. I have to train him some more. That's okay. Seemed to be a very nice guy. Chris got rebuilt, 10,000 in credit. Chris, your specialist, up and down, up and down. 11 points up, 8 points up, and 11 points down. Okay. Look at all the damn inquiries. Well, why would you screw up my program? Why would you screw it all up? Your credit limits, American Express, don't screw that up. That's a blue card. If it was gold or platinum, it wouldn't show utilization at all. That's what you want in the future. Capital One. So I guess you're not jacked up too much. Here I can actually increase the limit. See, if you notice, I built you your starter cards on the bottom there. I built you two $500 cards as starter cards. To build you up. I didn't tell you to jack them up, screw them up. Well, that's what you did. And then because I pushed the score up again, up away what I did, I got you up to 700. He went whee all the way home. You applied for credit and screwed up my program. Congratulations. You're closed as of today. Simple. Because I don't like that. You signed an agreement not to jack it up and basically what? Apply for credit. Unless Chris tells me some other reason not to close you. Look at that mess. See, it's like Chase has a 524 rule. You're only supposed to get 6 inquiries up to every 180 days. I designed the system. That's how we designed it. So this is a total mess. The bankruptcy, did you seal it? So talk to Chris before I close your case. Now, that's ridiculous. See, I get people that apply for credit again and again. Stop. If the first yes or no, what do? You screwed it up. Don't screw it up, please. That's 53, by the way. All right, we got 6581. What do we do? It's a rebuild, rapid score, 10,000 of credit. Georgia specialist, okay? Very simple. What do we get to do? Play the game to win. Here we have no inquiries. Please keep it that way. Then you have a collection account. The collection account is Wildfield's White Associates. It's $70,000. Okay, so what is it? I need to know more about it. The other thing is First Premier, the crap card of the world, in my opinion. You're late. Be on time from now on. The little crap payments. Look what you did. Here we have Credit One. Fantastic. Look, your limits suck. This is your problem. You got all this mess in 20 accounts and they're all suck limits. It's terrible. We're going to get you 7 accounts, 10,000 each, and a $50,000 venture if you want me to. But it's up to you. You're going to have to get a loan. You're going to have to use Navy. You're going to have to use supply to cash credit and reduce the debt because you're screwing this up. Want to know more about that? What? Wisefield. What do you have? It's a rapid with 10,000 of credit. All right, very simple. You just signed up this year. So what do we have to do? We have to rebuild you. I need you to have more information on this case because you got to stop that mess. Is a total mess. You're not going to basically, you have to reduce the debt. You have to pay it down. You got to do certain things. There's many ways to do that to solve the problem, by the way. Here's 5880. It's a rebuild rapid score, basically 5,000 of credit. There's to go. It's very simple. Your scores are in the 600s. What do? There's no inquiries. Fantastic. There's no collections. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Here's a person. Today, you got Chase at $2,700. That's okay. And have Chase, but that should be 10,000 plus. Sapphire Freedom. Your Capital One limits suck. They're terrible. Okay. Your Credit One limits suck. But again, it's not hard because they're so bad. It's easy to reduce the debt and increase the gap. You have a telecom. Remove the damn thing. It's 100% because it's not true. It's a utility bill. You should never do that, ever, 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 ever. So here we have rebuilt 5,000 credit. Kelly's your specialist. Fine. We're going to reduce some debt and show you how to play the game to win. By the way, this person should update for 100,000 of credit and get a corporation right away. Because by the time I'm done in 4 months, you can have 100,000 of corporate credit. Every one of these are a great candidate to get a corporation credit and division process. Your future is going to be in front of you if you pay attention. So here we have 6311. It's a rebuilt, rapid 10,000 of credit. You invest $1,000, we're giving you 10,000 back. Chris is your specialist. At least you're going up right now, up, up, and away. What do we do? Look at our total mess. Let's go back here. We signed up last year. You're screwing up doing inquiries. Why would you do that? The next thing is we had to look at the list. Check it twice. We knew who's been naughty or nice. Look at all the collection stuff. Who didn't you screw out of money? It's simple. It's right there. You're ripping people off. Credit repair, yeah, and we don't do credit repair, we do rebuilding. Rapid will go around your crap as we rebuild you. Some of those things you're going to go back and negotiate if they haven't charged it off. From here, this is web bank. Wow. All right, 89%. Look at their limits. These are the crap cards. You let it all go because you gave up. Stop it. We don't give up. Those things will get to 29%. The Open Sky, which is open, what's Open Sky? There's Capital Bank. You don't need it if it's secured. Get rid of the damn thing. Tell me once you have your money back, there it's done. You got 3 crappy cards anyway. That's all you ever need anyway. So again, that is a total mess. Rapid goes around it, rebuilds you. Okay? We'll deal with Chris and everything every step of the way. Do not screw this up anymore. No inquiries. You violated the contract. I don't know if Chris is going to violate you or charge you a fee. I don't know what's next because now I got to stab the rapid rescore. I got to pay a third party to do the rapid rescore, and I'm not paying out of my pocket. You are. Simple. That's 6311. Got it so far? Here's 6313. It's a rebuilt 5,000 of credit. Chris is your specialist. Your scores are going down. You're going to go ski. What do we do? Hey, you apply for first premier. Why would you do that? That's the worst card on planet Earth. They charge you $95 to get the damn card. But you jacked it up. Wow, congratulations. You got 500 crappy credit. $500 won't save your life or your family. Knock off the crap, please. This is ridiculous. You got 2 collections. Let's go around it. Ford Motor Credit. If that's the car, the truck, whatever you had, they can report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. You might have a tax problem as well. Congratulations. If we play the game to win, we get that green light going in the other direction. Rebuild, rapid score, no problem. Your goal is you violated the rules by an inquiry. You applied for Chase? What are you, crazy? Nuts? Chase, you have to have literally a 590 for personal Chase. You need 6 or 735 for the corporate ink cards to get it to be up $50,000. So you're going to have to talk to Chris. We have to work this out and figure out what's next with you. Here is 6130. Lawrence is your specialist, one of our top guys. All the guys and girls are top. Rebuilt, rapid score, 5,000 of credit. See, the graph is what tells the story. When you jack up a card, your score drops. I signed the rules and tools. At 29% is yellow. No, it's green. 30 is yellow. 50 is red. So you're going up. At least you're going up right now. Okay. Here we have Capital One Inquiry. Fantastic. You did that recently. Fantastic. All right. The bottom line is you violated. Why? I don't know why. We'll find that out. You have 2 collections. So got one for $94. These will probably get paid down the road as we do things and build you up and away. Your credit 1 is late. Do not be late. It's ridiculous. It's a little stupid little payment. Stop it. You take it seriously. You only have 1 card anyway. It's that $300 card is 102%. It doesn't take hard to reduce the damn debt. They'll even offer you more credit. So here we go. 6310. My challenge to you is do what I tell you to do, and I'll help you build 100,000 of credit. I'll build it for you. Rebuilt, rapid score, no problem. It's going up because you're in a rapid rescore. Okay, no problem. So the rapid refresh finished on 10/15. You need another one. What do? Stop applying for credit. Okay, quit getting collection accounts and be on time to the damn payment. That's all you need to do. And let's reduce that $300 card down to 29% so I can pop you a better card. That's 6310. Here we have 6579. All right, rapid rescore. Very simple, 25,000 of credit. It says business credit, so they're actually an MIM. So that's a corporation million in the making. It should actually reflect that. Lawrence is your specialist. Your credit scores are excellent. I played with you earlier today. Lawrence is always in the office all the time. Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? There's a Chase that's going to call you. Please say you applied. Right? Very simple. What are we going to do? We're going to play the game to win. No inquiries and no collections. That's fantastic. At least you have some $3,000 or $4,000 cards. Simple. But again, you have kick. It's not really a card. Get rid of the damn kick. You don't need it. American Express, if you notice here, it says limit is 0 and it has balance. Is that a gold or a platinum card? Because it's not fluctuating. You need to know that. As you have U.S. Bank, okay, no problem. U.S. Bank, I usually get 100,000 of corporate credit. Again, these are things we need to talk about. You need to communicate with your specialists. As we play with Lawrence all the time, guess what you're going to do? You're going to understand what is a game plan. Here we have 6111. All right, Chris is your specialist. The score is going up and away, and some down as well. What did we do? You're a rebuilt. From here, you got inquiry. You screwed it all up. Why would you do this? See, here's the problem. There's no magic wand. You have to work the program, let us rebuild you, and basically tell the truth and not hire credit repair flaky companies. But what happens? You got inquiries. Why would you do all these damn inquiries? I don't understand. You're 101% on a 5,000 card to what? Symphony Bank, Amazon? Again, what do we do? See how the reality authorized users. Do you have a real Chase or do you have any of those Chase? Because the Chase says authorized user, it's not even your card. So we need to know that as well. You're all here, you're authorized user on someone's card and they're 96%. Get rid of the damn Chases because you have 3 of these suckers and they're maxing you out. Let's reduce the debt by just getting rid of things that are not yours anyway. So the inquiry base, you're in violation. Got to talk to your specialist, Chris, on Monday. That's what you need to do. Next thing we have to play. I was wondering, what is ever going to stop? We usually don't have that many. The goal is simple today. Every one of you could change your life if you want to. My uncle got me ran over by a car. Sorry to hear that. Okay. All right. That's all right. Hopefully it's not true, but hopefully you're okay. What do we do? Well, the reality is if your uncle's a registered owner, you could sue him, call one of these bloodsucker attorneys, but I wouldn't do that, but that's up to you. The Reynolds University, my dream. All right, my building, Irvine Spectrum, simple. If you basically take a picture and you scan the link and you say, yes, we can text you or email you the class schedule for tomorrow. If not, then you kind of blew it. It's up to you. What do? We go back to chapter 18 that could be sued and go after you no matter what you do. Because the bottom line is I want you to do what's called boring and steady. Boring and steady is what I focused on all my life. It's very simple. Boring and steady. What does this mean? I don't want you to really be an entrepreneur. Sorry. 97% of you fail in business anyway because you didn't do it the right way. Sorry, it's what happens. If you do boring and steady, it's simple. What do? You share the live today. I give you the free book for the kids. Articles are free. Winning the credit game is free. And you DM me and you want a mouse pad, let us know. But if you don't share the live and tap now 1,000 times, I'm not going to give you the goodies. Why would I do that? Why would I give you goodies if you're not helping me help you? This is my 12th week on TikTok. I got almost 40,000 followers in 12 weeks. You want a mouse pad? DM us. It's simple. It'll give you your future. If you want to get the book called Winning the Credit Game, you could do that too. It's very simple to do. It's in the link tree. You can download it today, but get to know me because what I'm going to do is show you the truth. Because I'll show you part of the 21 car collection, Lamborghinis and Ferraris, goodies. Winning the Credit Game, it's a free download for you so you don't hire credit repair flaky companies because they will be indicted when they do the sweep this year and HR 999 comes to basic fruition. So if you want to today, get the book for the kids. Very simple. It's called Starting Out Right. When you download it for your kids, high school and college, give them a link, give them a copy, read the book, please. Please read the book for yourself because it'll help you every step of the way. Understand something. The book's right here. It's a free download. I want you to change your life. All right. I'm standing in the Reynolds University, which is a 501c nonprofit. That's why we get to download it for free and give you books for free because it's nonprofit. If I was in the other building, I wouldn't give it to you. I'd charge you $20. Again, if you want Winning the Credit Game, it's free too. It's in the link tree. Share the live, help me help you. If you want a mouse pad, so all you have to do is DM us. I'm going to hand you everything you need to do what you need to do. I'll teach you how to do it yourself. I'll do it for you. I like to do it for you because you've had your chance. Unfortunately, you kind of blew it, in my opinion, but let's play it my way. What do? Becoming a referrals. Referrals give you credit. Referrals give you money. Get in the link tree. All right, become an affiliate. Play the game to win. Corporate art, what? It's a legal person? Supreme Court deemed to be true, these categories are a legal person. Create your division process. They sue the corp, they sue you. You're named in the lawsuit because you're on the officer's list and you're the founder. Good luck. All right, they do that all the time. What do? The lie, you sign the building, you sign the car and the credit card. So do yourself a favor, create division process. Divisions give you the line of defense. Divisions are a line of defense. If you use division process the way I designed it in 84 and 85, 86, you'll find out you can fluctuate between 47% gain up and down all the time and not pay any tax. Corporations don't pay tax so they're profitable. Make too much money, pay tax. Have a paycheck, offset the tax as big as your house payment. Know what your numbers are. If we put it into division process, your house payment will offset your taxes. We look at Amazon and other companies, they don't pay tax on the first $10 billion. Don't Don't complain, just join them. Simple to do. We play the game to win. The ultimate goal, we all want to win the game, don't we? So what do? We look at rich and famous people who don't pay tax. Join the club. That's all you need to do. Join the club and have some more fun as we play this game. Very simple to do. So there's a question somewhere out there. Credit dispute letters are Fair Credit Reporting Act, ECATS. All right. Wrong chat scammers. Well, the reality is the Fair Credit Reporting Act, as you know, ECATS, how you feeling today? First of all, you're in my prayers every day. So how are you feeling? What happens is the Fair Credit Reporting Act says flat out, they're not allowed to collect money up front and do it work because it's a scam. It's a fraud. They're not allowed to. It's supposed to be a bond and a nonprofit. But they're like, let me repay your credit. Have them look like they're from the circus. Anyway, they don't pay tax. It's very simple. They don't have to. He brought in $987 million last year, $1.2 billion at Bank of America. He paid no tax. Walt Disney wants to do what? They don't want to pay tax on $1 billion, so they put an IOU on themselves. They deduct taxes. So if you want to understand what Supreme allowed us to do is the division process, each division for Bitcoin, crypto, stock, gold, silver, auto income. You can learn the fluctuation is what? 47%. Do you realize every time I stop and I close escrow on an apartment complex, within 90 days, I increase the income of 47%, becoming the bank anyway? It's not hard to do if you know how to play. There's a picture I asked you to take earlier today. Hopefully you did. It's a copy of the mouse pad as well. All right, Bitcoin, division, 100,000 of credit, gold, platinum, silver, stock trading, and auto income. So each division has its own credit file. We can play. Structure builds finance in the dream. There's the goal, if you want to play my way. So on Monday, it's going to be for whole days, all right, all day. It's going to be 9 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock. We'll take a couple little breaks. I don't really like breaks anyway. So what happens is very simple. It's $1,000 today. If you want to join, it's online. Get all your friends and family, pitch in a couple $100. There you go. You can all learn how about fluctuation money, recycle money, and credit my way. You can play. There's the link tree as well. There you go. Simple to do if you did it today. Call the office, 800-254-9506. Now, my whole design of my system to help people get auto income since 1987. 25,000 of credit in an escrow. You own a piece of something. Laundromat, dry cleaner, car wash, 4 of us in there. 50,000 and becomes 100,000, or actually 200,000, up to $5,600 a month. Based on the down payment, we get more goodies. You get a piece of something. The reality is it could be a storage unit or apartment complex up to $7,500 a month after bills are paid. It's in your division process, and that's auto income. If I want a Wendy's restaurant, I take 9 of you plus me, put $1 million in the down payment. That's all I do. It's not hard to do. Up to $96.20 a month. So if you take a picture of this is his parent company, by the way. So what do? We blueprint you. I don't believe I can help you 100% until I blueprint you. That's important to me. All right, sitting down or on the Zoom or whatever it is needs to be. So what do we do for an hour and a half or hour with you and your partner of life? If we don't blueprint you, how am I going to help you to the next step? I create a blueprint in your goal list for you, by the way, if you don't know that. My blueprint costs about $3,000, discounted to 2. All right, simple. Today's discounted to 1 if it was done today before I'm done talking. If not, you talk to the specialist and they charge you a normal price. That is the Valentine's special, by the way. What do we do? It's your turn. It's your turn. Come on. Most of you are 35, 45, 75 years old, in between all that area. You've been screwing up. I'm sorry to say, you've been screwing up, bringing the pain home and being the duck and sheep. If you structure right, it's your turn. How about we get the division process? How about we say 3 months of coaching and give you $50,000 in credit? Cost you $4,000. I'm going to give you an opportunity to join these things in an escrow. I can give you a broker's list how we find these things as well. But that's FG. It costs $4,000 to change your life. What amazing. From here for 6 months, it's $100,000 of credit back to you. And what do you get to do? $7,999. You buy a piece. You buy a piece. I think you should build legacy for your family in the first place. That's what you should do. But that's up to you as well. There's your 6 months. If we're in a 9 months program, coaching, these are the kind of business I'm going to present to you. You can put money in an escrow. I'll build you up to $150,000. You're going to cost you $12,000. You're getting auto income. That's the ultimate goal for all of us. I just want money coming in to pay your bills and free up your time. When I wrote it when I was 15 and a half years old, Cash flow fee per time. It's in my book, Financial Freedom. I wanted that to be you. That's what I've done in my life. I create millions and billions all the time if you want to play. 12 months of coaching, $16,000. But then we want to go after 10,000 a month. We want to do it times 10 divisions, 10 locations, 10 escrows. I want it to be $100,000 a month income if you want to play. But you got to do it my way. My way works. You've had your chance. But again, it's in the link tree too. You need a calling card with me privately, 10 minutes at a time, no problem. All right, there's three calls, there's 6 calls, there's 12 calls. If you're in coaching, you want to call before every 4 weeks. In between that, you can. Because what it is, it's $1,000, you get 10 calls, but it's up to you too. I'm always helping you, so are the specialists as well. Our goal is to make sure you don't get stuck ever. Referrals bring you back cash, $500 to $1,000, or store credit. You're in a link tree, you register as an affiliate. Simple to do. You can track your own referrals. What do? We look behind the screen, we look behind the curtain every day. The ultimate goal. I'm going to tell you to stay safe, strong, and do your best. Let Jesus do the rest. Amen to that too. I do my best, let God do the rest every day. So what do? Your choice is right now. Hopefully you share the live and everything else, and you're going to spend the day with me tomorrow. I'd be calling today, specialist now. Why? Because today's prices are better than tomorrow's. Okay, I escalate the price when we get closer to the date of Valentine's. Simple. What do? 800-254-9506. I'd like to help every one of you. I'd like to spend the day with Ray tomorrow if you want to. The reality is very simple. Thank you for joining me and listening to me about my blueprint of success, because that's what I've done in my life. I don't bring the pain on like you, and I want you to stop it as well. So we do our best. God just arrests. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.